This past Saturday was the first day of archery for all of Pennsylvania. Well, there was a couple counties that had started already. But the past Saturday was everywhere in PA archery season. And it rained in the morning, and I had to work, so I didn't go in the morning. I went in the evening, though, and I hunted an area that it's only been me for years. It's private land, 4 different owners, actually 5. I have permission from 4 owners. 4 out of 5 I have permission from. And I had some guys coming in illegally without permission for about 5 years in a row. They just kept coming back. I kept telling them, you guys don't have permission, you gotta leave. And they kept saying, we have permission from Mr. Harshaw. And Mr. Harshaw has been gone for 15 years. So last year, first day, let's go back a little. I ask permission every single year. In the particular spot of land that these guys hunt on, there's an automotive paint place that owns that part of the land. And when I went back to ask permission, I asked them, has anybody else come in and asked? They told me no one has ever asked except for you. And I told them about the 2 guys that had been going back there. So they told me to call them and they'll go back and throw them out. And the very first Saturday last year, they were not open. And these guys have so big of balls that the one guy climbed a tree that was 5 feet from my tree stand that he definitely does not have permission on, that landowner said nobody but me. So I walk up to my tree stand and he actually says, are you gonna hunt in that stand? I was in here before you, so you should go hunt somewhere else. I flipped. I said, dude, I've been coming back here for years with permission, and you don't have it. And you climb 5 feet from my tree and tell me to leave? I said, I'm gonna go get the landowner. They weren't listening to me, so the landowner should be able to tell them. So he says, no, I'll get down and I'll go somewhere, I'll move across the woods. So that was that Saturday. And then the following Monday, they were there again. They were on the property, the factory the paint place. So I called the owner. He came back and he threw them out. They came back a week later. Told me, we contacted the owner and he said, we have permission. So I let it go. I didn't want to get into a fight or anything. I said, as long as you don't come near my tree stand, whatever. So he agreed to stay on the other side, and he actually did. So now we come to this year, this Saturday. They swear they have permission, and they tell me the landowner told us we can hunt here as long as we don't go anywhere near you. We have to stay away from you. And I said, good, stay on the other side. I mean, this part of property is about 200-300 yards long by 80 yards wide. So I said, good, stay all the way on the other side that's like 200 yards away. And he agreed to it. So the first Saturday, rains in the morning. Oh, excuse me. It rained in the morning. I went to work, and I went straight there after work. Go back. Start going up the tree. I no sooner get everything up the tree, the buck I'm after comes out. And this is only 4:30. It's early. He milled around for 20 minutes. And then he started going down over the hill, and I'm like, oh, I'm not going to get a shot. And I'm looking to the side, and I see a blind. There's a blind down over the hill. 80 yards over the hill. There's a blind 80 yards over. The deer sees it, stops, turns, and starts coming towards me again. He got 30 yards away, and the guy started flashing his light. Five more yards is all I needed. He was behind a little brush, and I couldn't shoot. 5 more yards. And the guy stuck his head out of the blind and yelled. Yeah. He stuck his head out of the blind and yelled. So needless to say, he scared that deer away. He did not want me to get that buck. So he scared it away. If any of my subscribers out there hunt, especially archery, What do you think I should do? I'm not one to go to the landowner over something because I didn't get a buck. But should I say something to the landowner? I don't know. I took my son yesterday, today's Tuesday. Tried to record this yesterday, but something happened to my mic. So, went in there yesterday. My 10-year-old son wanted to go. I have 2 tree stands, like right less than 5 feet apart, in the same little cluster of trees. And he's well hidden behind a whole bunch of leaves and stuff. And I bought him a safety harness and a lifeline rope and all that stuff. In case he falls, he'll be safe. He wanted to go hunting really bad, and he asked me to take him yesterday after work, so my boss let me go early so I could take him. I had to go home and get him. He let me take him. Didn't see the big one yesterday, but 3 smaller buck and 7 doe. The first buck came through. It was a little 4-point, and he was less than 5 yards away. He walked pretty much right underneath us, and the look on my son's face was great. He was smiling and all happy. He got to see deer that close. I've taken him rifle hunting before, and the closest we've seen something was like 50 yards. But he had a ball with that buck right underneath him. I mean, it was milling around eating. He loved it. If you can, take a kid hunting. My son loved it. Other kids will too. Especially ones that are grown up that are taught how to shoot, and archery's fun. I bought him some camo clothes, and we actually played airsoft, so we already had the clothes, camo clothes. Bought him a nice jacket, scent-proof jacket. Not a scent lock or anything, but it's some kind of one of those brands, I can't remember. I have all scent blocker, and I sprayed down real good with dead downwind. I washed my clothes, put them in a scent lock bag, and I did that for him. And that deer was less than 5 yards away. He didn't smell either one of us. So anyway, everybody out there riding, be safe. See y'all later. Talk to y'all later.